to know her.
Technically, I'm a witch.
Season 2, Vampy D's. Ash is vamp-splaining. Petey's learning about the bros, Stefan and Damon. Pete-dictions coming true. Founding fam's got a plan. Guess who's back in the falls with their eyes on her man's body stacking up? A lot of people H for B. Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast. We're a guy who is watching the series for the first time. What? Is watching the series for the first time with a super fan.
Yeah? Are you okay?
Who has seen every episode. I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. Ash, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Clarice.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just being bad at reading right now. I don't know why.
It happens.
Words are small, I guess.
It happens to the best of us.
Yep. Ash, you got anything before? Oh, hey, season 2, episode 18, 218, my birthday.
Oh, yeah, 218.
That's it.
And it's called The Last Dance.
The Last Dance, which is also a Michael Jordan miniseries.
Yeah.
The Last Dance.
And isn't it a movie? The Last Dance that I liked growing up?
Save the Last Dance?
No, that's a song we were singing.
What's the dancing one with Julia Stiles?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Is it called The
Dance.
Last Dance?
Search Julia Stiles dance. No, you should have searched Julia Stiles
I know, but
dance.
I thought I was going to be right.
No. And I'm not editing this.
Julia. I know, I've seen this movie 100 times.
Stiles.
Save the Last Dance. You were right.
Yes. All right. I wish I could edit this, but
All
I'm
right.
not going to. Just to make you
But
look
also we
a
were
fool
singing, save the last dance for me. Whatever.
for me.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, when we were watching this episode, there was a lot of music things going on.
Mm-hmm.
I did some unintentional mashups.
You
But there was some Timmies and some Jimmies, which Jimmies are jams and Timmies are timeless jams.
yeah, Timmy's and Jimmy's.
Yep.
Usually I sit on the other side of you when we pod and I look at this one gray beard hair.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm looking at the other side of your face.
How's it looking?
I don't know if it's the light reflection, but you might have quite a bit more.
Uh-oh. And which would you say is my good side, Ash? This side or this side?
There's a side that you think is your good side, but I'm trying to think if I remember which side you think it is.
And also,
Do you like this side?
Are we just potting this whole time and you're looking at my good or bad side and now you're like, what? I've been podcasting with this co-host?
Other side? Yeah. I think both sides are great. That's why I married you.
As long as it's not the front. Head on? Oof.
I like that side too.
Okay. Ash, The Last Dance. We're winding down the season. 4 more episodes after this in this season.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Exciting things are happening.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, cold open. Klaus is inhabiting the body of Alaric Saltzman,
AKA Rick.
Rick, history teacher at Mystic Falls High School. Mm-hmm. I presume that's what it's called.
The Timberwolves.
Go Timberwolves. And he's getting exposition from Catherine. And you know what, Ash? I expected Klaus to be old school and being like, thine, blah, 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 because he's the original. He's so old. But he is like being modern and he's like, some a buzzkill. And like, who's this Ranger Rick Hawaiian shirt guy or something? I didn't like that. I wanted him to be a proper vampire.
Right, but he is in also Alaric's body.
But that wouldn't change it changes his voice, obviously, but not like his reference base.
Yeah.
Buzzkill, Ash? Mm-hmm. I didn't like that.
Okay. I can't really say too much about Klaus, so I'm just going to be like, yeah, okay.
And wouldn't it be interesting if we've seen Alaric these 2 seasons, and now all of a sudden he was like, where is even Klaus from? Petrovia or whatever.
I know, but then he would give it away so hard to everyone else that he was not
I know,
allowed.
and then that
he
would
would
be
have to put it on.
funny. That he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm Alaric.
Yeah.
Klaus is going to live Alaric's life for a while, I guess. I said at the top of the ep. Catherine tells him, just kill me.
I know. She can be so weak sometimes, even though she's always trying to play it so hard.
Yeah. He wants to keep using her for info, though. Mm-hmm. And she, like, tells him everything, but not everything because he compels her, and she does have more info.
Right.
And he has searched for Catherine for 500 years, and her death is going to last for at least half that long.
You're going to kill someone for 250 years?
That's too long.
That's too long. It starts by making her stab herself in her leg over and over.
Yeah, that was extreme. Triple extreme.
Yeah. Quite bloody.
He's going to go creep on Elena in the history teacher's body. Mm-hmm. That's the cold open. After the logo. We love the logo.
Yeah.
We love the titles done on iMovie. It's our favorite part every week. Elena is signing the Salvatore Mansion documents, so it's hers, and only she can invite vampires in.
Right.
They followed through on that. We heard about that last episode.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
They did it right away.
With Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry is facilitating that.
No, I didn't catch his name.
I used to think it was... What did I used to think it was? Nota Republic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's Notary Public.
Notary Public. I was a Notary Public for a while.
I worked at Banana Republic.
Quite similar.
I was going to say, no, I didn't. Just kidding. But I did, actually.
You did, actually.
Yeah. Oh, man. The bros are talking about trying to find Klaus so that Bonnie can kill him. That's the thrust of this episode.
Yes.
Bonnie's got to kill Klaus.
She has the power of 100 dead witches. She's going to kill Klaus.
The bros wonder if Klaus has killed Catherine yet. And they're like, probably did.
Yeah. And they, like, seem a little sad. Like, man, really? I guess she's finally dead. But they're also like, well... Makes sense.
Yeah, they're like outside and Mr. Henry leaves and Elena invites Stefan into her home. Mm-hmm. But she makes Damon work for it.
Oh, yeah.
She says, no lies, no secret agendas. Mm-hmm. And I said, he's trying to get into that nice bathroom. He's like, invite me in. I want to go to that nice bathroom.
That's my bathroom.
She finally invites Damon in. Elena is still going to go to school. She's like, I got to go to school.
She's like, okay, now I'm leaving. And they're all like, what?
She's going with Bonnie, so she thinks she'll be safe. And Stefan's like, I'm going to.
Yeah. But I agree with Elena. Like, I mean, I understand the boys' perspective of being, like, you need to stay here for the safe house. Because that's literally the only place you can be 100% safe.
Uh-huh.
But she said, I'm not going to be a prisoner, which I agree. She's in high school. She should go to school.
Seems sort of like a metaphor, Ash. Coronavirus. Gotta live your life as long as you have Bonnie with you, a mask, and Stefan washing your hands.
Yeah, or a vaccine.
Uh-huh. And yes, you'll be safe at home in your house.
Right.
But you gotta go to school with your Bonnie and your Stefan.
You find so many COVID metaphors. This was way before COVID.
This whole show is a COVID metaphor. Matt goes to talk to Sheriff Forbes. He doesn't know how to act around Caroline. Did he ever?
No.
She wants him to take her to the dance. There's a 1960s dance.
A decade's dance, but yeah, this one's the 1960s.
What'd they do before? The 80s or something?
Oh.
Or 50s?
No, it was older.
20s?
I don't...
1800s, Ash.
Let me just tell you, the decades dance is in the show a lot, so it's hard for me to remember which decade.
Oh, man. That's a theme. Mm-hmm. Forbes knows the Salvatores are vampires, and she's like, and Tyler is who knows what. And Matt's like, a werewolf.
Yeah.
Very matter of fact.
And she's just like, bright eyes, like, okay, well, yeah.
Because Caroline told him, right? Mm-hmm. And as far as Caroline knows, Matt doesn't remember anything. He was compelled, but he wasn't.
Right.
Psych he was. Psych he
Psych
wasn't.
it was. Psych it was. Psych you do, psych you don't.
The 60s decade dance is coming up. Elena wants to go. Alaric, a.k.a. Klaus. Alaric Klaus. Klaus Alaric. Is in the house.
Klaus.
He's a recluse.
Alaric Klaus.
Klaus Alaric.
No, because they both have the k, so it's Klaus. That would be a good one.
If they had a benefer. Do they have a benefer? What's Alaric and Jenna's benefer? Jalaric?
Jalaric? That's pretty good.
Ash. So Klaus is like living Alaric's life. Why? So he has to go and teach high school.
Yeah.
And he's bad. He doesn't know how to teach. You can't just walk into a room and think that you can teach, Ash.
No, 100% you cannot. It's really hard. You need to be prepared.
Yes, and he's not. He rolls in. Klaus Alaric, he rolls in. He's like, the 1960s. What about him? The Beatles? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. And then he's, trying to just talk about stuff he remembers from when he lived in the 60s.
Yeah, which I guess it was in this scene. He has a back and forth with Elena where Elena's like, Rick, the Watergate was in the 70s or whatever reference she has.
That's the one.
And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever.
But everyone looks at her because
and he's
she's
like,
so
oh,
weird.
Mr. Saltzman.
Yeah, because she calls him Rick because they're friends.
Oh,
which that's weird. It's still weird.
It's still weird.
That they're friends.
Yes. A history teacher, 16-year-old girl, or whatever.
I mean, he dates her aunt, so I guess that makes it a little less weird for, like, other people. It's not like she's dating him.
But their familiarity comes from, like, supernatural fighting.
Yeah, because you fight vampires.
Together and save vampires and fight werewolves as a team.
Right, we're this team.
Like, yeah, me and my history teacher, we're on a team.
Yeah.
He dates my aunt, but, we're cool.
Come on, Rick.
Yeah. Also at school, Matt gives Caroline a big smooch and says he's practicing for tonight. Mm-hmm. Practicing kissing.
I think he does a good job of pretending with her.
Jeremy is talking to Bonnie about harnessing the power of 100 dead witches.
That's Jeremy's whole thing that he talks about this whole entire episode.
Yeah.
It's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. You can't do it. It's going to kill you.
No, it's not. I can harness the power of 100 dead witches. No, you can't. You can't harness the power of 100 dead witches.
Yeah, why don't you trust me? Because they said you can't.
Yeah, I mean, my high school girlfriends, we were always arguing. You can't harness the power of 100 dead witches. I would tell them all the time. And they were like, you just don't believe in me.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Elena walks up. He's staying at the house with Uncle John. He said, it's not ideal, or whatever he says.
Yeah, Jeremy. I feel for him.
And Jenna is still on campus, which we talked about that at length. Mm-hmm. What? She has a room on campus?
Mm-hmm.
What campus? Mystic Falls Community College or something?
Yeah, it's weird.
Dana walks up. She hasn't been in other episodes, right?
No.
She just is the star. She's the literal star of this episode.
She's the star of this episode. She's in this episode the most.
She's in here more than Caroline.
This actress was so excited to get this role.
She was working. She read the script. She was like, I got more lines than friggin' Catherine.
Yeah, I have so many lines. I'm in every scene. Everyone talks about me. They call me by name. Yes and yes.
Yes. She says there's a hot guy named Klaus that will be at the dance tonight, and will you save him the last dance?
Everyone's like, oh, what did you say his name was? Klaus.
Mm-hmm. And she's compelled.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's not like, yeah, it's a lark over there. It's Mr. Saltzman, the history teacher. He's Klaus.
Yeah.
Damon wants to go to the dance to confront Klaus. Alaric, a.k.a. Klaus, walks into the house. Wait, how did he get in?
Because he's in Alaric's body.
So he doesn't have to be invited in?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Well, also, back to the Dana thing. That wasn't even the first time she was introduced because she was in the classroom scene when she corrected Alaric when he was like, what have we been learning about? She's like, we've been studying the 60s to get prepared for the decades, Dan.
Yeah.
And also last season was the 50s and this one's the 60s.
Okay. And I like how the curriculum centers around what dance is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, homecoming's coming up, so we're learning about
Coming home, a hometown.
who knows what.
You gotta make it anchored to something.
Prom is coming up. We're learning about
Relationships.
what's it called? Boutonnieres. What are we talking
So
about?
yeah,
Come on, Ash.
Alar comes in,
Yes. How? He wasn't invited
but
in.
he's not a vampire.
Klaus is.
But Alark isn't.
Oh, you know what? That is, all right. I buy it because Klaus, as a lark, never like grew teeth in a lark's mouth and stuff.
Yeah,
he's
looked like a lark the whole time.
And Klaus has inhabited a human body, so maybe he doesn't have vamp tendencies.
Well, remember too when later on when he needs a protection spell and he was like, her body will give out before yours with this protection spell.
Yeah. So Klaus,
not because you're Klaus.
I bet Klaus is in body form, Pete-diction. He is in body form somewhere, and he's so powerful that he can just like take out some blood and put it in a person and still exist Holy Trinity style.
Mm-hmm.
As himself, and maybe he has to like chill out a little bit and sit in a big chair with bat wings on it or something in his bat cave, and he can pilot a lark around.
Yeah, what's that movie we watch where there's like that person laying down with the tubes in their brain, and then they have like an avatar walking around for them?
Oh, the movie Avatar?
No.
That is what it is.
But not Avatar. It was like human walking around.
Tubes in their brains, human walking around. Was it
and I feel like it was like apocalyptic in a way.
There's one called Gamer. It's kind of VR.
Maybe.
There's also, spoiler alert, for the movie Source Code.
No, I feel like it was not that long ago. We'll have to look into it after.
There's a Jake Gyllenhaal thing where he's reliving something.
It's definitely one that I've seen. But we know that I don't remember the movies I've watched.
Okay, well, the movies that I described fit the bill.
Okay, well, one of those, it's like
The Matrix. Literally The Matrix. Okay, what are we talking about?
Alark walked into the house.
Yeah, why? No, okay. We just talk about that. I just ask over and over. You say stuff. I get mad about it again. And so, like, Bonnie spills the beans on her plan and shows how powerful she is, and Klaus is just...
He's just watching like, oh, okay.
But he does look kind of worried, to be fair.
Right.
But he is just learning all the info.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked.
Catherine has stabbed her leg a bunch, and Klaus returns, tells Maddox... The witch.
The witch who you thought was a powerful vamp from last episode.
That Bonnie's all juiced up because I'm cool and modern.
Yeah, I know. I actually didn't like that either.
And he finds Alark's weapons, not a paisley shirt, which he's looking for, right? Not some bell bottoms.
No.
He's looking for those things. He's looking for like a headband.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for like little circle glasses.
He's looking for his flower power. No,
Yeah.
wait, is that 70s?
We're doing 60s.
I know, but is what I said wrong?
I don't know. We're not that old. Come on.
That's true.
He's looking for his record by The Beatles.
Is that the first time that's made an appearance in this podcast?
I don't know. Can you imagine if it was? All right, anyway. And Klaus is like, whoa, this guy's the local vampire hunter. Or maybe I just wrote that. Maddox and Klaus.
No, Catherine tells him that.
Oh, okay. Maddox and Klaus hatch a plan to kill Bonnie, make her use her power to death.
Yeah, this was Maddox's plan, and it was smart.
Yeah, that handsome vampire.
Yeah,
I mean witch.
Witch, yeah. Warlock. He's just like, make her use up her powers till she dies.
Whenever I'm like mad at someone for being so good, I'm like, damn that handsome warlock. Alaric's body will be protected by a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline is dressed in 60s stuff at her house, ready for the dance.
Yeah, they're going as
JFK
and
Jackie Onassis.
Jackie Onassis. I could not think of her name.
Her mom is awkward. Forbes.
Yeah,
Sheriff
totally.
Forbes.
Matt is super awkward too, but like just behind Caroline's back.
Yeah, well, he's not there. He knocks. He comes in. He's
Oh, yeah.
JFK, and then he won't kiss her in front of Sheriff Forbes. He's like, oh he ha.
I don't want to kiss this vampire.
I don't want to kiss you.
Not as good as your
Elena.
Beatles.
Huh?
Not as good as your
Okay.
Beatles.
I need more practice. Elena is getting ready as well.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan asks if she's sure she wants to go. They hope to put an end to Klaus tonight. It's a very quick scene.
Yeah, but they're in the attic, and she's like, your relatives sure were pack rats. They kept a whole bunch of stuff, so she's supposedly putting on some traditional 60s garb.
Oh, they're in her mansion's attic.
Yes.
Getting Salvatore goods.
Correct.
See, this is why we need a super fan to fill in these blanks.
Yeah, I picked up on those quick scenes.
Wow, that was a very quick scene.
Yeah.
60s dance, it's groovy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Swinging, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You didn't even go full hog on that one.
Alaric looks kind of like Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah.
He looked good in this Klaus 60s vibe.
He does. He looks better when he's confident, and Klaus is really confident.
Yes. Bonnie and Jeremy are outside. He's trying
Jeremy's saying the thing he says the whole time.
Yeah, he says the thing again. He gives her his life ring, but it won't work on her.
Right, because she is supernatural.
And this, like, look, the next thing I'm going to say is so cliche, but she says, a bunch of dead witches gave me a warning, but that doesn't mean I'm going to die.
Come on.
I say that almost every day. Jeremy says he doesn't have good luck in the girlfriend department.
No, sad. It's so sad for Jeremy. It made me think of Anna.
Oh, I even forgot about her. I was just thinking Vicky.
Yeah.
Vicky, Anna,
I know.
Bonnie.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Bonnie thinks that she's strong enough. She's very self-confident. Good for her.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do.
And at this moment, I thought they never really explained the Klaus thing. Putting his blood in Alaric made him take over his body, though, which I have now said what I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they don't explain it at this point.
I guess they will later, or we'll just be like, that happened. Random. Okay. Dana got to work this episode, I said.
Yep.
Okay, so
they should have called it Dana for the title of this episode.
They should save the last Dana.
Oh, yeah.
Or, Dana's episode. Why do I never quit when I'm ahead?
Isn't that almost exactly what I just said?
Yes. And I stole it and made it worse. So she's up at the mic, end of She's All That style.
Mm-hmm.
And says, this is for Elena from Klaus. This is dedicated to the one I love.
Yeah, and then the love song plays.
Then a great song comes on about a guy getting in a car accident and killing his girlfriend. But it's a great song. Where would my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. I think that they play a bunch of good songs, but they're covers.
Yeah, and it's also like background noise behind all the dialogue.
Yeah, but they got the cover, so it was a little cheaper, I think.
Yeah.
But they pick good songs.
Yeah, good song.
Yep. Elena is dancing with Stefan, and then Damon in a nice shot. They switch your partner around and round.
Yeah,
They do-si-do.
For like a quick second. No, someone wants to talk to Stefan, and then for a quick second, Stefan gives Damon the look, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then they do a little do-si-do, and then all of a sudden, Damon is dancing with Elena.
Matt and Caroline are dancing. Stefan cuts in, tells Caroline that Klaus is here. Look for stuff that's weird. Damon knows Bonnie was lying to Jeremy. Oh yeah, so Bonnie was like, I have a 50-50 shot of not dying. And Jeremy's like, oh, okay.
Well, sort of. Jeremy's like, so you're telling me that you have a 50-50 shot? And she's like, sure.
Yeah, he pulled that number for
Yeah.
sure. And she's like, oh, okay.
He just, like, literally will not stop talking about it.
And I said, Damon is dancing. He's wooing all the ladies, Ash, in this episode. Mm-hmm. He's putting in the work.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with one lady that he has some chem with.
You haven't said it yet?
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
Jeremy talks to Stefan about being worried about Bonnie. Super quick. Some quick scenes in here. Mm-hmm.
Elena's like, you're good at this when she's dancing with Damon.
Mm-hmm. Elena confronts Bonnie. Damon and Stefan argue. No one wants Bonnie to kill herself to save Elena. But Bonnie is willing to do that.
Yeah. She's like, I have the power. Let me use my power for some reason.
100 dead witches.
This episode should be called 100 Dead Witches.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a Rick Ross song. Klaus's goon squad, Ash, comes after Jeremy. He compelled some people
For extra credit.
Off screen. It looks like
They were all like, sure.
It looks like a 50s or 60s greaser fight. How they come up like jets and sharks. They come
totally,
up.
yeah, exactly.
But
They're ready to pounce.
So that was a cool nod, but then it does like devolve into crossbows and shooting stakes and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's a cool twist. But Ash, it's what?
What?
A diversion.
Oh.
Stefan, because the Salvatore bros start fighting these greasers.
I feel like at least for the very first time, Stefan is finally realizing that it's a diversion. Because usually they get caught up in the thing for too long, and then somebody gets hurt or killed, and they're like, oh no, we were doing this other thing the whole time. But Stefan is like, no, it's a distraction. Go.
Stefan runs to find Elena, Klaus as Alaric, goes to Elena and Bonnie. He lures them into the school because they're outside, then tells them he's Klaus, starts trying to fight Bonnie, and when they were fighting, she was like whooshing him around and throwing him into the trophies and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I said, poor Alaric's body.
I know. It is scary to see that happen to Alaric's body.
I don't know what even happens to him. Does he disappear in a puff of smoke? Does he get crackled all into a pretzel? But are we just going to see him next episode, like in a hospital bed in all plaster?
Yeah, they don't show what happens to him, but I think when we find out what happens to Bonnie, we can assume that he just left. Oh. Because he accomplished his goal.
Because he had to really think she was dead, which we'll get to.
Right.
I was thinking that he was going to lose the power of the lower half of his body, and like fighting a witch, he was going to go bald, and he was still going to be a professor, but he would no longer be Alaric Saltzman. He would just take the name X. Mm-hmm. Professor X. Yes. I thought that would happen to him.
It did not.
That's a Pete-diction. Put it on wax.
No, it's not.
This is an X-Men story.
No. I will tell you, it is not.
Bonnie.
I love X-Men. This is not X-Men.
Bonnie is Storm. Matt is Cyclops. Tyler is Beast. Damon is Nightcrawler.
It would be cool for someone to make a drawing of that.
I'm sure there's that, but it has like a gross twist to it.
Yeah, some gross. We're just raising our eyebrows at each other.
There's some, yes, we're a PG-13 on here.
Yeah.
Where are we at? All right. Damon runs up. Are you still willing to Bonnie? Are you still willing to do whatever it takes to kill Klaus?
Mm-hmm. To kill Alaric.
To kill Alaric. We've been trying to kill him for so long.
But you thought Alaric was going to be gone in a couple of episodes, and look at what a big role he's playing.
He's multifaceted. The actor gets to play a little different kind of character.
I know.
Wow. Elena's looking for Stefan, tells Caroline to stay with Matt. Couple quick scenes in here.
And the whole time Matt's just like, what's that about? What's going on? What's that about?
Yeah.
And Caroline's like, nothing. Everything's fine. Just drama, blah, blah, blah. But
Just typical dramas.
But for Matt, who's trying to figure out everything that's going on,
yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't like, well, let's go and start walking, or like, why doesn't he follow them? Why doesn't he try to like get more information? Because he just knows Caroline's lying. So I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Matt. Bonnie is looking for Klaus and finds him and starts crushing him, his brain and stuff, and his hands.
Breaking some bones.
It's hurting her too. Elena and Stefan are looking for her. She locks them out of like the cafeteria or whatever.
Yeah, cafeteria.
Klaus. Oh, I said Klaus probably has a bunch of blood elsewhere and can be put into someone else.
That was a mid-ep
Pete-diction, and now I think he just has blood he can put in there, and he's in like a bat chair somewhere. Or,
somewhere.
The equivalent.
Okay.
Klaus. Bonnie looks like she's dead, I said. Damon is going to deal with the body.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, Bonnie does a whole bunch of stuff. She's making all the things flash. She's hurting his body. And then she does like a big like back arch, like, ugh. And then she falls down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Alaric standing there for a second. And then in the next scene, you don't see him at all.
Yeah.
But later, when they talk about what happened, I can tell you why I think what I think.
Okay. Damon puts Bonnie in the trunk. Jeremy runs up, and I said he's going to be very smad about this. Mm-hmm. Smad about you.
Yes.
Elena's back at her mansion. Mm-hmm. We will now call it Elena's mansion.
Oh, you're not going to call it the Bros? Salvatore Bros mansion?
It's her mansion. Okay. It's the Gilbert mansion now. With Stefan, who is now just a guest. Damon, also a guest, comes in. And Elena is very upset. She slaps him. And Bonnie is now in that decrepit mansion that we keep mentioning, right? Jeremy comes to her side. And Bonnie is back alive. She casts a spell. She's okay. Bonnie, are you okay? Are you okay, Bonnie?
Bonnie, are you okay? But
okay, wait.
Hold on for a second.
You've been hit by.
What?
You've been struck by. Your own magic.
Yeah, you cast a spell. You read that really fast, but there was quite a long time where Elena was hysterical.
Yes.
That her friend
funny.
was dead.
So funny. It was hilarious.
No.
No, I know.
She was crying hysterically that her friend was dead.
Yes. Very upset.
And that I don't think that anyone was like, yay, we killed Klaus. They were just like,
no.
Bonnie is dead, and it's all my fault. And then Damon puts Bonnie so gently into the to the back of the trunk and all this stuff, and it's like really sad. Did you think she was dead?
Yeah, yeah, because that's what they wanted you to think. So I was along for the ride, and I was like, if she's dead, which she might not be, because no one ever dies in 8 seasons and stuff. But if she is dead, and we didn't even see Klaus, like his Alaric's body either shrivel up or like his little vampire bat fly out of his body or who knows what, or some blood slither across the floor. I don't know. I'm just off the top of my head. If we didn't get closure on that and Bonnie is dead for real for the rest of everything, that sucks.
Right.
So I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. Is someone going to give somebody some blood? Is there going to be some other loophole, because there's loopholes every episode?
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. What was your question?
No, you answered it.
Okay. Damon and Stefan argue again, and Damon's like, I didn't tell you what I was doing because you wouldn't have done it, and in the end, I'll be the one that keeps Elena alive. While you're doing your little micromanaging.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell Elena. Oh, don't do that. She's going to be sad.
It's like, I'm doing the real stuff. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be having chem with many of these ladies, especially one.
Aren't you still just so amazed at how much Damon loves Elena? That he does all these things for her, and he would tell Stefan, her boyfriend, his brother, to his face, basically that he loves Elena more than him, and she's going to keep her alive.
Yeah.
That's so bold.
Very bold. Ash, we must now talk about the low light of the episode.
Oh, okay.
At the decrepit mansion. Okay, so like Bonnie's alive. Jeremy's
we just find out she's alive, and we're all like, oh, Bonnie's alive! Yay!
Yeah, Jeremy's excited, I guess. He pulls out his laptop and a MiFi, and they do a commercial in like the climax or like pivotal denouement of the show.
Yeah.
Like we're just coming down from it, and they do a MiFi commercial, which
It
is
is the-
my Wi-Fi hotspot kind of.
AT&T or something.
Yeah.
It was the worst timing. It totally broke the mood of everything. It brought you out of the whole show.
Yes.
I hate these commercials, but watching them now,
Look,
they're so hilarious. But you're like, no.
if you Bing something and be like, Bing is actually a good search engine in the first like act or act 1 or act 2 or something, I'm fine with it. You're binging.
That's silly.
Great. But act like 5 or 6 or whatever this is the worst pivotal moment, emotional moment.
So emotional. And he's like, oh, here. First I'm taking out his laptop. I'm like, why are you taking out your laptop 1 second after your girlfriend who you thought was dead is alive?
I know, you better be Grubhubbing.
And then he does the whole commercial for the MiFi.
Yeah, actually, we can get good internet in here.
Oh my gosh.
Ash, all right, I'm going to take you on a quick ride. I have a theory.
Okay.
All right. I have like this theory. All right, nudity in a movie, Ash, is like taking a poo during your day, all right? If it's right when you wake up, aka the first scene in a movie, it's like, okay, nice. So like you wake up, get your business done, or the movie, very first scene, you're like, what? You're like, okay, this movie's going to be chill. This day's going to be all right. All right, are you on board so far?
Yes, so.
If it's the first half of the day, first half of the movie, good, great. However, if it's like the last thing you do before you're going to bed, or like it's so late in the movie, you're like, what are we doing here? Like, we're having a climax and this is happening. This is inappropriate. Or you're like right before bed, and you're like, I got to take care of this right now. Not ideal. And then if you have to like wake up in the middle of the night, or it's like after the credits or something, there's something wrong going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yes.
The third thing in that is doing a promo commercial in the TV show.
Yeah.
First thing, great. Early half. Yes. Make your money. But this moment, no. Worst time.
Worst time.
Aren't all three of those things exactly the same?
Yes, but also I wouldn't call it a theory. I would call it an analogy.
Oh, okay.
And so then now I get what you're saying. But yes, I agree 100% in all three cases.
Yes. Okay. And Bonnie's like, what? But she has to play along.
But then he turns the computer around and Elena's there.
Yeah.
And then she is like weird, like not really good, fake crying.
No. They're doing a teary FaceTime via the MiFi.
Right.
And I said, actually, that's very groundbreaking. And also COVID metaphor.
And also you could just be like, I'm tired. I did a bunch of magic. I put myself to death. And now I'm alive. I'm just going to chill.
Yeah, I guess they could, like, text Elena also, like, hey, WTH, like, LOL, I'm alive.
Yeah, you don't need... But also they told her she was alive. They could have done this a very different way.
And also, do Jeremy and Bonnie have to sleep in that decrepit mansion just to, like, keep the charade up and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Because they have to pretend that she's dead.
They should have,
But they could have brought the laptop in, like, the next day.
True.
Come on.
I mean, or they could have just, like, somehow had enough money in their budget to, like, not do that commercial.
Well, because there is a scene that, that took place outside of what we were shown where there must have been a conversation where, you know, Damon's like, he says to Jeremy, I need to talk. So he must have been like, all right, Bonnie put a spell on herself. She's really going to come back to life. She's going to be here.
Go to Radio Shack, get the MiFi.
Yeah, you're going to stay with her for a long time. And then he's like, oh, what do I need? My laptop and my Wi-Fi.
Yes.
My MiFi.
My Wi-Fi.
My MiFi.
Why MiFi? Elena and Damon talk about what he and Bonnie did. Real Klaus will probably be coming soon. And I said, where is Alaric's body? We don't know. Maybe next ep. I said Damon and Elena have chem. So I was building that up to this moment. That's the two people who have chem.
Ooh, I saw Kem in a different place, but I'm not going to talk about it.
What? Caroline and Damon?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
But that's not who I thought you were going to say.
Whoa. Jeremy and Bonnie.
But this is when Elena's in the bedroom.
Klaus and Catherine? Yeah. Damon will always choose Elena over Bonnie, but also in general. Mm-hmm. They give each other wandering eyes. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, am I leaving the room? Am I staying in the room? I'm leaving the room, but I'm still going to look.
Yeah, there's some tension.
Uh-huh. Elena, I said, Elena's actually Catherine. She goes and pulls a dagger out of Elijah's body. But I think it was just Elena, I guess.
It was Elena because she was saying, I'm going to find another way because I'm not going to let Bonnie really die for me. So the only other way you can kill an original that she knows of is with the dagger and the white oak ash or whatever.
White ash. And, man, Elijah, how's he going to feel?
Okay, never mind. I can't say anything.
Ash, do we do fangs or we have a little game?
Okay, that's great. Wait, there was something else I was going to say. Okay. Oh, so when Damon was explaining everything about Bonnie to Elena, the reason why I think that Alaric he just walked away was because they're like, we needed to make sure he thought she was really dead. Because remember he told Elena, you're not my target for tonight. So his whole goal for the night, Klaus's whole goal for the night was to make sure Bonnie died. Mm-hmm. Because Bonnie was the only thing that could kill him. So if he could kill Bonnie, he had literally nothing else to worry about. So he's like, tonight, I'm just going to kill Bonnie. He's taking it slow.
He is. He's
not like, I'm going to kill Bonnie, then I'm going to get it, I'm going to do the whole thing, whatever. He's like, no, tonight, I'm going to kill Bonnie. And he's like, I killed Bonnie. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's in no rush. No. He's lived a long time.
He's super
Things
old.
take time.
Right.
All right.
Fangs come first.
All right. How many fangs would you say?
I think it was a good ep. There's lots of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. I hate the MiFi part. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go 1.75.
I said 1.960, baby. Yeah, 1960s. Yeah, baby.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. All right, Ash. On that note, what is each character's Austin Powers name? So, to do or we could just do our Austin Powers names, but let's see.
Okay.
To get your Austin Powers name, and I'm totally making this up, the first name is a city in Texas.
Okay.
And the last name is an adjective that describes you or them. So, for example, while you Google cities in Texas,
I am.
Damon is Dallas Glowers, baby.
That's really good. All right. One of the cities I was thinking was Amarillo.
Okay.
Before I even looked at the names. Okay.
For you or for a character?
I don't know. Pick a character.
Whoever it is Amarillo something. We could go with...
Let's do Caroline.
Okay, Caroline.
Amarillo. Liar. Falsy. Sneaky.
Amarillo.
Workshop it here with me.
Okay, what does she do? You think she lies to everybody?
She's lying to Matt.
This game is hard. I wrote the one and I was like, this is good.
Okay.
What other cities we got?
All right.
This would be a good thing for our listeners to weigh in on.
Yeah.
It's city in Texas for the first name, then an adjective that describes a character.
Okay, Stefan is Sugarland.
Uh-huh.
Sexy.
Ooh, Sugarland sexy. That's a good name. What about Elena is Houston Powers.
Helena? She has powers?
Oh, Bonnie is Houston Powers.
Okay, there you go.
Houston Powers, baby.
Did you do Austin already?
Austin is just all of them.
Okay.
We really just need to think of adjectives that describe people.
Okay, who haven't we done?
We haven't done anyone really. This has been bad.
No. Let's do like 2 more people.
Okay, Alaric or
You did Damon, we did Stefan, Bonnie, and
kind of Elaine,
Carolyn.
but not really.
Not really Elaine. What about Catherine? Let's do it for Catherine.
Okay, Catherine.
Catherine is gonna be.
We already did Dallas.
Ooh, Wichita Falls.
Oh, that could be Bonnie or Maddox.
Oh yeah, Wichita Falls is good for Bonnie. Okay, wait.
Wichita Falls self-confidence.
Okay. Texarkana. Yeah, that's because that's just a silly name.
For who? Chef?
Catherine. Texarkana. Are you telling the truth or not? Because they never know.
Ash, we will cut this game off now.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't good at the one you came up with.
I should have. I mean, the one I wrote was good, and then the rest were bad.
We don't always win every game we play, but at least we play.
And also, the listeners lost.
Maybe they laughed at how bad they were.
And
that's a win.
Wow. And also, if you think of good ones, send it to us. I just want to do something Austin Powers, baby. Yeah. Ash, what was it for Valentine's Day? What did I get you this year?
Oh, yeah. You had an Austin Powers impersonator send me a birthday video message.
Valentine's.
Oh, yeah, Valentine's.
Yep.
It was recently my birthday. Speaking of birthdays that you kept shouting out yours, I had mine a couple weeks ago.
And happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Baby, yeah.
Baby, yeah.
If you want to, my plug will go to Austin Powers impersonator.
Yes.
You gotta go.
Oh my gosh, it was the most hilarious thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah, keep talking.
Did you email it to me?
I don't know, but just look it up while just say something while I'm looking up his name. Because I want to give him a proper shout out.
Yes. So this was the best thing ever. Pete was you are not going to believe what I got you for Valentine's
It truly is just Austin Powers impersonator on Instagram. You got to go there.
Yes.
Richard Halpern.
It was very good and so funny. And like instead of like a regular card or whatever, you can just have this personalized video.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It was great.
He was very nice, easy to work with, affordable in a way. It was, affordable in a way.
Also, you need to know that Pete gives gifts to others that are beneficial to himself. And you
beneficial or just like
you reap the rewards.
Okay, I don't know what reward I reaped except for just
you love Austin Powers.
Hilarity and awesomeness and pure pleasure.
It's the truth. You love Austin Powers, so you were like, I'm going to do this. Mm-hmm. And then you gave it to me, and it was hilarious.
Yes. We will be back, maybe not next week, maybe the week after, maybe in 3 weeks, because we got stuff going on, but we're keeping
it surprising.
We needed to hit you with that ep tonight.
Oh, yeah. 4 to go.
Yeah, big finale coming up. Klaus, will he reveal his true visage? We don't know. Oh, yeah,
you didn't tell us you had Pete-dictions.
I think that Klaus will reveal his true visage.
Is that the only thing you were going to say?
I think that Alaric will be all in plaster in the hospital with all broken bones, and will have a shaved head, and he'll be Professor X. Aunt Jenna will do some on-campus dining.
You're the worst.
Elijah
Okay, yeah.
is going to have opinions on things that are happening. Will he want to kill Klaus? I guess so. Is it going to be a Klaus, Bonnie, Catherine even team up with our crew?
You think he's gonna just join up?
I don't know. Didn't he want him dead, or
He did.
he's scared of him? He was trying to get the Dr. Martens in there to stomp on them with their Doc Marten boots.
That's a real prediction.
But we'll see. I don't know, Ash. They throw stuff at you all the time.
All right.
Ash, those Austin Powers impersonator on Instagram. That's my plug.
Okay, do it. Yes. And I think you need to end this episode.
Shagadelic. Do I make you Randy?
Yeah.